Hello everybody. Hopefully you're having a good Saturday. Hopefully all is well. You're all staying safe. I know it's been a while since my last recording. I think a few months actually. I think the world kind of flew by real fast. I'm still sick this entire time, but if some of you who watched the last video remember, I fixed my hair. As you see, it's not completely lopsided. Things are going okay. So I'm gonna just cut to the chase today. Today we're gonna go straight through, have a heroics video, a heroics run straight from beginning to end, and we're gonna hope that you guys just watch, enjoy, kick back. For those who are interested in the strategy, I think I've said it before, there isn't much, in my eyes at least, for a heroics run. So, but whatever you get out of watching this, enjoy, and we'll go from there, okay? So I haven't had a run today, as you can see. I missed a day, hence a very, very low ranking, but that's fine. The whole point is we're trying to at least stay in the top tier, in the heroic tier 1, so we can try and get that top reward. We'll try and stay in the top 20, and we'll go from there. So, all right, guys, let's just jump right in. And whoever joins, feel free to chat in. We'll have a little conversation as we play, but it's very chill, very laid back, and just like I said, enjoy your weekend. It's a nice weekend, right? The weather's nice here in Texas, so hopefully it's nice where you guys are as well. So here we go. We're gonna get started. Actually, before I get into the heroics run, quick little update. So we start, as you can see, my deck size for heroics 321. I've actually taken a few cards out that I felt were just not as necessary. We usually start off with our HP plus, our master healer level 3, and later on during the stream, depending on how things go, we're gonna switch back to master elementalist level 3. But let's just get this thing crack-a-lackin', and see if we can get to the end and how fast we can get it to. All right, so here we go. And like I said, if you guys have any questions about anything, heroics, arena, just life, feel free, put a little post in, we'll chat, no rush, no pressure. So obviously these bosses in the beginning are a lot easier. Usually we can 2-turn Anna pretty easily. Sometimes, depending on what cards we get, we can one-shot her. I prefer the 2-shot, and then if possible, with this next Albert, if I have an absorb, I'll pop it and use it, which I do. But in this specific case, I actually want to try and get some more health. Let's just use our Master Y without using the fusion. And then let's get to our mind control device. Probably finish him off. There we go. Get 25 -1 health. The -1 because if Albert was a healer, so when they heal themselves, for whatever reason, that means they took 1 less damage, which it doesn't make any sense mathematically, but there you have it. Okay, let's see. Probably do energy. Let's do Turtle Warrior. I'm a Ninja Turtle fan. So as you guys can see, people who joined before, normally when I'm streaming, I'm in a different room. It's upstairs, it's the game room, and I have my Pikemon up there. And every time we see a Pikemon come up here, he comes up and says hi to everyone. I'm sorry, I can't do that today. The room's kind of getting fixed, so hence I had to move down here for today, potentially even tomorrow. But we'll try and switch that up, later on. I'm gonna switch this hand. I've got my 5 orbs. There we go. So let's use Unstoppable Force without activating the fusion. And then let's, I probably won't be able to finish him off, but let's use our Grey Goo. 24 minus the 1. I don't want to use that. Let's do that. There we go. So obviously we want to try and finish off the first 10 at least the first 8 bosses, in my opinion. The last 2 get a little bit harder with Ella and Xanther, but the first 8, if we can try and finish all those bosses within, let's say, 4 moves and less on average, that usually makes me feel good. Let's just use it with our superhero. Not a fan of using onyxes in the beginning. Ooh, okay. Use a gray goo. But sometimes it's necessary if you know, it's just sometimes it's okay. I'm just not the biggest fan of doing it. Okay. So this will be turn 3, and hopefully we'll finish him off right now with turn 4, and there we go. We just want to try and get through as quick as possible. So it's been about 3 minutes-ish that we're doing this run. My goal, I mean, this used to take 45 to 60 minutes. I think I've gotten it down to somewhere in that 30 to 40 range. But as usual, it just depends on a lot of factors, whether it's my hand or whether it's if the opponents keep getting, you know, healers or whatever, or using counter strike, which I hate the most. You know, you do 60 damage to them with a sniper, and then all of a sudden, boom, you get that 60 damage right back. If actually 60 plus a little bit, because they'll do a few extra damage on to you as well. But things like that, fun, right? Okay, let's. I'm actually gonna do this. Make a laser sword. And go straight to snipe. It should, because say it could finish him off. It would have. Hopefully this will. Okay. The worst actually is like when, you know, they have like a few health and all of a sudden, you know, they put a protection up, or because curse is okay, you'll still do some damage, but they'll do protection and they'll use like, you know, gummy bear and have like 80 block, you know, some crazy number block, and it's not something I enjoy. It's just like a waste. Okay, let's see. Elf Wizard. Okay, let's use Elf Wizard. Magnet Dude. There is, you know, I think in our past, one of our past streams, we had discussed, or someone had asked, what's my favorite like art card? And at the time, well, I still believe it's Barbarian. You know, Barbarian's one of my favorite art for whatever reason. I like the way it's drawn. You know, I like what it symbolizes, where it's like the strength of woman. You know, I'm all about equality in life. It doesn't matter your color, it doesn't matter your gender, whatever. It should all be the same. So stuff like that, like little things, kind of I like. But there's another one that I really starting to like a lot too now. Is I think it's called Firebird something. Oh dang, I wish I remembered. It's basically like Dark Phoenix, or whatever symbolizes Dark Phoenix. It's like at least the Onyx version of it, for whatever, you know, because it's like red and yellow and orange. It's got all these cool colors, and it goes good with that black Onyx, you know, when you get that going on. So that's starting to be like my second favorite now. It wasn't on my list of top 5 before, but now I'm changing it up. It's my number 2 on the list. So if anyone wants to keep track and hold me accountable, and say, you know, if later on you know, someone asks in the Discord and I say something else, someone call me out on that one. But all right, here we're gonna go through some Ella. Let's see. Let's go through use blacksmith. Hopefully we'll get a critical strike or crush and blow right now. Okay, we did not. So here we go. She's gonna say Ella's gonna be maxed out. I'm not gonna like this maybe. Okay. And say for whatever reason, Ella's known to play Counter Strike a lot more often, at least against me, than I wish. She's just sometimes a big pain. All right, Witch's Brew. Oh yeah, someone in the chat Discord, I can't remember off the top of my head who it was, had gotten Halloween, you know, in as I think one of from their Onyx Goblin, I think, and asked like if it's any good. I like it. I'll be honest. I think it's overall it's weak, meaning if you're gonna compare to all the other GCCs, like for like. But I just have a different mindset on GCCs in general. I don't think any are necessarily bad. I think they're all great. It just depends how you make your deck. And now obviously there's other ones that will combo or maybe make better combos. higher tier combos is what we call them. Based on, it's because it's all based on numbers, right? Those will turn out to be better with whatever other cards you have, like your silver combo cards, like superhero or knight or void or whatever it is. But it only depends, in my eyes, what cards you surround your GCCs with that will make your deck that much better. So that's something to just, like I said, keep in mind whenever you're thinking about what cards you should put in your deck, or if you want to go try and buy, or I guess unlock, I don't know what the right word is, to get more packs. If you want to open up some packs using gems from hopefully some of those those like you can do those little ad things or whatever they're called, and the gem stuff. I know I used to do that back in the day. It just takes a lot of time. And then what happened is later on it started getting ridiculously tough in the fact that you would do something and spend an hour to try and get those 100 gems, and then all of a sudden they wouldn't give it to you, and then you got to go and put in a ticket and back and forth, and then at the end they're like, no, sorry, you don't get this. And I'm like, oh, which always sucked. So at least my thing was always if gems were on sale, I'd buy them and then kind of just hold on to them until a certain pack came around that I was wanting. But again, put in a lot of time and to research and study what cards you have go well with those other GCCs. But again, that's way down the line. A lot of you that'll never maybe even apply to. If it's your first time ever opening up some packs, put in a ton of time, is my personal opinion, to really, really figure out if that's going to help your deck or if it's just going to make it, if it's just something you like. Just something to keep in mind. That's all I'm saying. Oh, everyone, UFC. If you're into that thing, feel free to watch. I'm not a fan of fighting. I'm all about peace and love and everyone just relaxing, having a good time, which you'll find out if you from watching these streams. There we go, Firebird Force. It's just such a good looking card. This is a level 4 Onyx. I don't have none of the Onyxes I have are level 5. If anybody wants me to show them, feel free to put something in the chat and I'll show you what I got and how far I am with the I don't want to say research, accumulating the fragments. But this is now one of, like I said, my second favorite art. It's just that yellow, the orange, her costume, the yellow, more yellow, the everything, the colors just go well, and then it's got the black from the Onyx. It's just a good looking card. One of my favorites now. Number 2 on the list, right after Barbarian. I don't care which version of Barbarian. I just like Barbarian. Obviously the Diamond is the one I had the most, of Diamond Final Form, and it was much later on when the Diamond, the Onyx Final Forms came out that, I started liking that one. But it doesn't matter. The art is the art. I still like it both ways. All right, we're making pretty good progress. It's been about 11 minutes. We are now, what, 14 bosses in. I think this is number 15. We're making good progress. This is really good. My goal is to try and do these things almost as fast as possible, just because, like I said, this used to take me minimum on a great day 45 minutes, and there were times where it would take well over an hour, and it's hard. I know some of you guys have concerns about how much time or how difficult it is to get things. I'm telling you, the grind is real. It's long, it's arduous. For me, it's worth it because you got to, okay, so it's a few things, right? You have to also spend some money to get the gems, so you can buy packs that matter, the good ones, right, that apply to your deck the best. But at the end of the day, what's more work or what's more enjoyable was the grind. I enjoy it. I grew up playing Nintendo games, NES, so role playing, Final Fantasy, Dragon Warrior, all these things that, oh, we got mail. Sorry about that, guys. You might see obviously certain notifications pop up. Sorry. I try and turn them off, but for whatever reason, they still pop up. So just bear with me. As long as it's not like, hey, you're fired, or hey, you're sending me a personal message on Discord, it's going to send it to me and it says like, I hate you or something. As long as it doesn't say that, we're okay. Then I'll have to edit that out, and I don't want to edit anything out. So everyone be nice. All right. Where was I? Oh, yes. So, some people ask, actually, you know what? No, now I think about it. No one's ever asked how I got to the top. How I made it to be like a top ranked player in this game, right? I mean, I think the answers are obvious. You have to spend some money, like I said, to get those packs. Make your deck better. And Arena is different than Heroic. So when I'm talking right now, I'm going to be talking about Arena and Arena only. Heroics, to me, is basically putting every single combo card you have in there. And then it's a matter at that point to find out a good amount of Counter-Strike, Crushing Blow, and Absorb cards to put in. It's like a balancing act. There's no perfect number, whatever the right word is. But for however your deck, and it's all processed by error. It's not like I did it and I was like, oh, let me sit down, let me put all these pieces together, and that was that. It was trying it many, many, many times. I mean, it's been years. Like I said, it's hard to fathom, but it's like years and years of trying and testing. That's how I came up to the conclusions. But let's talk about Arena deck, right? So obviously, it's a matter of using your runes, right? You always want to max those out, and you don't want it to, for example, miss. So every 7.5 hours or so, if you use them all up, it'll refresh. Well, you want to use that, right? You don't want to let it sit maxed out at your 15, because those are points you're kind of losing. Points meaning like if potential wins that you're kind of missing out on. So you never kind of want it to get to a point where you have to do that. Obviously, when you sleep at night, that's fine. That's different, because I mean, you gotta get your sleep. There's no other way of saying it. You gotta get your sleep. Yoke recommends everyone gets their suggested hours of sleep. Everyone, don't worry about that. This is the baby monitor. It's for whatever reason like cuts off. Baby's taking a nap. So okay. So basically, researching, spending the time to figure out how to optimize your Arena deck. You want to usually try and keep it at 35. I think that's the minimum. That's what you want to try and get to, because you want to make the best use and you want to try and win in the shortest amount of time. I know there's a few people out there who have a different strategy. That's a different story. I'm just talking about what worked for me and me only. There are different strategies, and join the Discord is what I'll say, and there's a lot of people who can speak on the different strategies a lot better than I can. So it's figuring out how you can, as soon as possible, finish off your opponent. Typically that's using a critical strike or crushing blow card, having as many fused cards in your deck as possible. That's always the best if you can, because you fuse or combo 2 fused cards, you get your 3 orbs. Next one, even if you get 3, whatever, you get your 6. After you get your 6, hopefully you have your crushing blow, your critical strike in your hand. Boom, finish them off. And if you're using tiebreaker with it, that's typically the best option, especially early on. We'll get to it in a second. What I'm going to do right now is change my ability from Master Healer to Master Elementalist, so we can continue our Heroics run in peace. Okay? Yeah, we're about halfway, and it's taken me 17-ish minutes. So not bad. We're on pace for, what is that, 34 minutes? Not bad. Let's see if we can speed it up just a tad, because now that we switched abilities. So let's try. Whatever. So, okay. Grinding. Oh, here we go. Why not send my stream link in the Discord? I don't think I'm allowed to. I think Tapdog or like admins. So like Joe Bro, they're the only ones who can kind of make that announcement. Or maybe I could put it, but I don't think I can announce it. That's a good question. Let me see. How would I get it? Because I use Twitch Studio. I've never actually... Where do I get the link? Stream settings. Yeah, if you know how I can put that... Oh, there it is. Okay. Let's copy it. Copy. It's not letting me copy it. Hold on, let me see. Oh, give me 1 sec. If the screen kind of messes up a little bit, or let's see, hold on. Twitch TV. I'm clicking it, and it's not really opening it up. Let me see. Huh. Oh, here we go. Okay, give me 1 sec. Copy. Let's close this. Close that. Let me go into our Discord. There we go. Paste. There it goes. Sweet. Okay. There. Zanya's, I appreciate it very much. Okay, let's continue. I'll try and keep that in mind next time. It's just because I know I can't make an announcement, but I don't know if it was following the rules if I put my own Twitch link in there. If it's not, I'm sure I'll get a little stern talking to from Joe Rowe or Tap or anybody. So I guess I'll hear back from that. But I appreciate it. I put it in the link. Hopefully that will help some people out. All right, Flem's making an announcement. Thank you, Jason. I really much appreciate it. Here we go. We're continuing our run. We got the second half basically to go. And we're gonna try and plow the crap through this next set of bosses. Now I had about 250 health. I'm not a fan of switching normally around that health. Typically, I like to try and get into the 300s to begin with. But let's just see. If anything, we can always switch back. Zana, do you think it's allowed? You've seen others that are not admin or moderator that have posted their link without repercussions. No problem. I mean, I think people know me enough that they know I wouldn't do anything bad. I think they're trying to limit if people put links to any bad sites or things that may not be appropriate. I think that's like the main concern. But Jay, am I planning on buying any packs coming up? Yes, I am. 100% I am. The problem is I think it's going to be a while until... Oh, Big Super Guy, thank you for following. I very much appreciate it. The thing is, I'm not sure which... or I don't know how long it'll take until the packs come up. Let me just finish. See, this is where I hate Counter-Strike. It's just crushing blow him. I'm gonna go take a look right after this. Oh man, Bruno Pinheiro. Thank you for following. I really do appreciate it. Let me just stop right here. I'm gonna go see the packs coming up. Let me take a look at that Discord, okay? I'm gonna take a look at the pins. So let me go to general pin. Okay. So August was artifact, cloaked, scheming, slumber, end of world, swift. So right now we're on artifact and cloaked, right? So scheming and slumber should be next. I am targeting slumber because I do not have the sleep GCC or whatever it's called. I think dream or sleep, whatever it is. After that, the one I don't have is all the way in September, the confectionery one, which is sweets as the GCC. After that, I think rage is anger, so I think I have that. October, Oh, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that. October has Fight. I want to get that. So that's what, 3 packs I've just said. Oh, and then do I have Bloody in all the way in November? And I think I need the Bloody after that. All right. Okay, now I can see you guys' messages. Thank you, so guys. I love you guys. Like I said, I appreciate you just joining. Like I said, we're just chill. We're just watching. And Jason, yeah, I do hope I get a GCC in the first pack. But I'll be honest. Like, I'm at a point where more or less I have the cards I need, or I'm happy with. There's always thoughts in my head of how I can make it better with stuff I don't have. But yeah, I think Fight is martial arts. Dynamic ice. I think that. Yeah, it is martial arts. Sorry, if I said something else, I apologize. But I just want to now just get all those. Oh, Club Racing 10. Thank you for joining and following. I really appreciate it. I just really want to get the different. Let me just show you the different combos. That's like my next goal. More or less, I have the cards I want. Yes, I can always make it better, but I want to basically. Well, that's cards collected. Sorry. Well, as you saw, it's just over half. But the combo archive. This is what I want to try and, if not max, get as close to it as possible. Right. This number has gone up from before because the chosen one GCC I did not have before, and I did get. I think I got it in the first. I guess I should have waited to have a stream and open packs. I'll do that. I'll try and consider that next time. Monosaurus, thanks for joining. Jason, I am excited for LAR. Monosaurus, thanks you for that message. Everyone can now see what you're writing. Just put it in our chat. My goal, like I said, is to get it up. So I think the chosen one I got within the 3rd or 4th. No, it was the 4th pack. It was the 4th pack for sure. And I'm not necessarily targeting to get 2 copies so I can fuse. I just want 1 so I can have all the combos, right? Or I'm trying to basically fill out these combos. That's my next goal. I don't think I'll get there because it's, I can't control that. I can't control what packs are available and aren't available, but that's the one that I'm trying to do. The main thing I'm trying to do right now is to get this shopping achievement. It's been 7 years almost that I've been doing this. I'm not even at 7 million, right? It's almost like 1 million per year. All right, those are our little books for our little baby. That's really that's actually even less, a little bit less than a year per, a little bit less than 1 million per year. So at this rate, I'll get there at 2024 late or somewhere in early 2025 if nothing else changes. I wish I could talk with Monty and Monumental and say, hey, like, I don't want to ask for any favors because the thing is I'm just one player out of thousands, right? And the decisions he makes has to be best for everybody, not just me. So I do whatever I can to try and get more and more coins. Using greed and farming the same bosses as to try and get as many coins as possible. It's like I said, it's gonna take a while to get there, and I hope to goodness sakes that there's some way that they can somehow add it to this game or something that they can do so that I can get there a little bit faster. I really want this last avatar. It has nothing to do with bragging rights. Dark Pazoo or Dark Pazoo, thank you for subscribing, really appreciate it. It's all about, I told you, the nostalgia I have with playing Monopoly with my grandma. It's all about that connection and that the memories I had while she was here, spending all that time playing Monopoly with me, my brothers, and my cousins. That's the one reason why I want this achievement. This achievement didn't exist, this 10 million in the beginning. It got added on later. Actually, even the greed one right now that I'm using got added on a little bit later. But once they added this one, I was like, I don't even care for every other achievement. I just want, Avatar. I want this one. above everything else. I want the money bags. I want the Mr. Monopoly guy. So anyways, we don't want to jump into it too much. We'll talk about that on a different day. Big super guy, you bought one cloak pack and one artifact pack and got both GCCs. That might be the first I've ever heard about that in my entire life. Kudos to you, congrats. That's not an easy thing to happen. That's amazing. Yeah, Monosaurus, that is my last avatar I'm working on. Yes. Do not do so when I do the don't disturb setting, for whatever, maybe I need to mess with the settings. It cuts off like the Wi-Fi too. I think I need to just switch it up. Maybe I'll do that. I'll do that after the stream. Like I'll look into it, and then if I have, I'm trying to get a stream tomorrow. It will hopefully work that way. Monosaurus, I do not have that card, the Moneybags card. I don't think I do, at least. I don't even think I have the combo. I'll look it up later, Mr. Moneymaker. Okay, we'll check it up. Let's just continue our little heroics run. Okay. Like I said, we're just having a good time. Feel free, you guys, ask questions. Put whatever you guys have questions. You guys have comments. Feel free. We're all a little community here, and we want to keep it as positive as we can. Life is hard. Life's got its stresses. We're here to play Little Alchemist together. That's the thing we have in common, among other things too. Once we start getting to know each other a little bit more, and just have a good time. I can go to notifications, and that's the thing. Mono, I did do that, and these notifications still come up. So I've tried that. I will try the other one, the don't disturb setting. That's the one I'll try, and let me play with those settings, I guess, first. And hopefully, like I said, if I can still stream tomorrow evening my time, then we will definitely try that sucker out, and hopefully it'll work. Yes, I don't like those things popping up either, and I can imagine them being very. See, there's the chosen one. That's the one I got in the 3rd or 4th pack. I think, like I said, 4th. I'm pretty sure. Zanya's, what's my favorite combo card? I was gonna say Hungry Panda Hero is a good one. I like. Well, I mean, there's different reasons, right? If it's gonna be like strongest or best or whatever, it's like Onyx Hydrobot, right? The thing is, my personal favorite is anything that does Pokemon. So what is that, like Energy and Chinchilla is one of them. It's just fun. I don't know how else to say it. It's just a very fun card. And again, I've mentioned this before in prior streams, but for those who have not heard, when Pokemon the card first came out, it was not an absorb. Right now it's an absorb card. It was something, I think it was Curse, if I'm not mistaken. It was a Curse card. And no one even considered touching that card. No, Curse at the time was absolute, like it was, everyone only used Critical Strike and Crushing Blow. I don't even think people even thought of using Counter Strike. People weren't even thinking about using any other, fusion other than those two. Maybe there was a few who used Protection, but again, majority, no. We're talking like not even 1%, such a small number. And then Chinzilla, the team or group who had this game before, it was under them. They changed that without telling anybody to absorb. And I think they may have even changed the stats. Norhane 94. Appreciate your following this, your subscription or whatever you want to call it. I really appreciate it. Yeah. Monosaurus Cartoon is a great card. A lot of people really, really like it. I used that in my arena deck for the longest time, and I kind of got over it, so I don't use it anymore, or I haven't in a long time. But overall, fantastic GCC. That's one I almost recommend to anyone as a first GCC, because it's just so like it goes with like almost everything. It's such a good a good GCC. I mean, you may say that there's other ones who make more combos. Again, I don't know what they are off the top of my head, but either way, I personally recommend Cartoon. That pack in general is just great too, from top to bottom. That's one I'd recommend. Just, I guess that's another question. If someone was going to ask later on about what pack do I like the most, well, I recommend Cartoon. Personal favorite, might not be the best, is the Futuristic, the one with sci-fi, because it's just like Star Wars based and those kinds of things. Like, I really like that. I'm not a Star Wars super duper fan per se, but of course enjoyed the movies. I mean, who doesn't? I think just episode 1 was the absolute like sleep fest of what, because like half the movie was that pod racing, and I'll just be honest, it was not exciting to begin with. It was just Jar Jar Binks. I mean, do I need to say anything else? Like pod racing, okay, it gets cool in your brain the way they did it, bleh. And then Jar Jar Binks. I mean, Jar Jar Binks. I mean, what else do you want me? There's nothing else I can say. Jar Jar Binks. The yolk has spoke. Done. Okay. So Ella's gonna. Okay. So I only have after this boss, we're gonna have not much health. We'll have 10 bosses left, and I'm not happy with the 114 health I have. Typically, I would hope for 150 to 200. So I may have to switch back later on. Okay, we'll keep an eye on it. What pack is Surfer Dude from? Is it Swift? It might be Swift. Not 100% on it. Now, if you want to know for sure, I use the wiki page. I just got Google search. I'll have to talk to Monty about this. He's trying to find the Halloween pack, and I was telling him that it's not called the Halloween pack. It was for a time called All Hallows Eve or Hallows Eve pack. I'll have to do some more research on that and get back to him. Anyways, oh man, I lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Whoever, we were talking about Silver Surfer pack, or was I talking about something else? Whoever remembers what I was just talking about, please put a comment. I kind of like lost track. Oh, the wiki page. I remember now. Okay, yeah, use the wiki page. It's hard to click on things, so I specifically search. So if you do a search, for example, of, let's just say, the Chosen One, right? Or like whatever the pack is called. You're probably not going, if you don't search it, you just try and click like, the links to try and get to the premium packs, it's not going to show up. Is he going to Counter-Strike? No, okay. Do it in the search bar and then pick it from there, and then you'll see the pack come up and everything. So that's my little suggestion on the wiki. I'm going to change. Sorry, guys. I got to get the health back. I need to get it up so I feel a bit more comfortable. Sorry. I should have planned it a little bit better, I guess. My fault. No worries, though. Let's heal it up a little bit. It'll slow us down by time a little bit more, but no worries. We're actually making still some pretty good time. I mean, it's been 37-ish minutes. And we're still, and we took a little break, to do some side things along the way, and we're still doing pretty well on time. Yeah, Mono, I think it's called All Hallows Eve. Now, if something changed and, Monty can't find it for whatever reason, that's fine. I mean, life goes on. It's, but I was almost, I was almost certain that that's what the pack was called for a while, and I don't remember if it ever changed. We can check the wiki, actually. If someone wants to do that, feel free. Go on the wiki page, click on the search, and put Halloween pack, and you might even see it say All Hallows Eve /Halloween. Or there might be some verbiage in there, like some kind of note once you click inside of it, that pack, that will say, I think it does. It'll say like specifically like what happened. If someone wants to take a few minutes of their time and do that, I'd appreciate it. I think it'd be interesting knowledge to have and share between us. So if anyone, feel free. That'll be very nice of you. And you'll have one Yokovic point, and those are redeemable for absolutely nothing. You heard it right. But in my heart, you just got a point. So like, you get something out of it, right? All right. Elf Baker, Smokescreen. I like Smokescreen. I think that's one of my other top 5 looking cards, like the art. Holy Peanut 123. Thank you for following. Very much appreciated. And Fashion Wrap. Man, first off, I love these names. They're so all over the place. Fashion Wrap. Does that mean, hi Fashion Wrap, I just have to say it. I just have to ask, sorry. What are you wrapping in fashion? I mean, we're talking like a scarf, like wrapping that fashion around something? Or are you wrapped around fashion as a whole? I'm just curious, because I like fashion. I like to wear nice things and to get nice stuff. Holy Peanut, I love your little, oh, that's a cute little, is he holding a wrench? Oh, it's so cute. Or is that just a hand? Or is it a hand that's like a claw? That's awesome. I like that little emote or emoji, whatever it is. Love it. Oh, let's just hit him. Perfect. Okay, let's continue our trek. Leopold will be dead. It's a wrench. Okay, that's what I thought it was. But the thing is, like, I can't see that hand. So I was just like, I don't know if it is the hand, or if it's, you know, like included, like Captain Hook, or if it's, you know, something else. But cool. I like it. It's really cool. Awesome. It's on the back. Okay, gotcha. Fashion Wrap. Your T1337 in-game. Okay. With wrap names. Okay, cool. Like I said, I'm a little bit on the older side, so maybe I'm a little bit out of tune with what's cool nowadays. But very good to know. Thank you. Okay, so Fashion Wrap. The Halloween pack is called Halloween pack on the wiki. Okay. Does it say, when you click inside, does it say anything about the pack? Does it give any kind of like background information or anything about it? Just curious. I can check it too right now. I just want to try and get through the run. Maybe that's what I'll do. If no one wants to, no worries about it. I'll check it out after. We'll have some time. Here we go. Unlocked for the 10 days leading up to Halloween. Halloween pack was unlocked. Yada yada yada. Okay, interesting. LE Scale. Nice to see ya. I'm intrigued because I could have sworn, for whatever reason, that there would be like certain information about the specific pack, not just the time. Okay, Fashion, while you're searching, could you see if you can search for All Hallows Eve and see if like a pack comes up for that? I wonder if there's going to be something in there. Mono, do I think the GFFs from the packs are worth keeping or dust them all? Okay, that is probably one of the best questions I've heard in quite a while. If you're to ask me in my current situation, where I am currently with the game, if it's worth keeping, I keep them. I don't dust them. I don't use them. Now, most people do not have the amount of cards, obviously, that I do, right? So so the thing is, those gold GFFs, if you do not have diamond fusions that are critical strike, crushing blow, absorb, or if you use protection or counter strike or curse for whatever strategies you have, if you're not going to use them, then it's not worth it. Me personally, I keep them kind of as a memento. I don't use them, they just kind of sit there. So it depends where you are in your little alchemist journey. I know it's a weird answer, I guess, at the end of the day, but that's my real answer. It really depends. I don't personally recommend dusting them. I think worst case scenario, just keep them. It's something nice to look at. It's kind of like when you buy any other packs, right? Like, whether that's like Pokemon cards that you had in the old days, and Yu-Gi-Oh and whatever the heck else. Like there's so many, like, even the bad ones you kind of just hold on to. There isn't much you do with them. You just kind of like put them in a little box and put them away. But maybe down the line, sometime down the line, you kind of look back and be like, wow, look at what I have. It's nice to be able to go back and see it. That's what I'm trying to say. All Hallows Eve, the name of the gold combo card. Yeah, I know that one. Huh. It's very interesting. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, some of the Critical Strike and combo GFFs are decent. I agree. And they're worth using. I use them. I used them at first. Obviously, I don't now in my arena. I did have like claws, for example, in my heroics deck for a while. I had taken those out because I got too many diamond final forms that were they're just not much better. So, and just like Fashion saying, it's only 8 dust per card. Like, it's just not worth, like, the amount you're paying to get a pack. It's not worth that amount to dust it. It's better to just hold on to it. It's just for your own nostalgia. Holy Peanut, you got a catfish, and it it looks too cute to dust. And that's what I'm trying to say. There's so many cool looking cards that I even like that I wouldn't even want to dust regardless. Even if it was a bronze, if there was packs that gave bronze cards, like I would probably still keep certain ones just for the heck of it. That they look nice or remind me of something that my youth and that I really enjoy. So, do I know if Megalodon is here? Or if the Megalodon is here? Here where? Here in the chat? If it is, I would say feel free to ask. You dusted some of the really crappy ones, Fashion. I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, it all depends on where you are in your little Alchemist journey. But just like you said, yeah, the Critical Strike, Crushing Blows are usually the most useful ones for Arena and for Heroics. For Heroics, almost exclusively, yeah. All right, we got to the end. So we did it in 45 minutes, but we did take some time off in the middle to kind of like, chill and do some other things. Now, some of you may not have watched some prior videos. So here is the final screens when you finish a Heroics run. It's completely not even spelled right. Monty, if you're watching, if there's a way you can update this, please do. Because it says congratulations. I've never even seen that. Usually it has an S at the end, right? Congratulations. Like, you just did something. You defeated 40 bosses and have earned coins. 400 coins. That's not much. I mean, if they added a 0 to it, it would be amazing. Or even like 2 zeros, or whatever the heck is. I think there should be a little bit more of a coin reward for beating these. Not because I want it for using. I'm trying to get that last shopping achievement. If there was a way I can get coins, and it counts as my, buy stuff from the whatever, and then donate those cards to you guys in a heartbeat, I would do it. I would have giveaways to give out a whole bunch of other cards, even diamond final forms, even gold combo cards. I have too many of that I cannot use. S Sierra 117, thank you for following. Really appreciate it. Mono has a cool challenge. Go to the arena whenever you're done with Heroics. Make a 35 card deck. You can use 5 DFFs and your choice and element of choice, but the other 30 cards. I'll look into that. Fashion, if you want, I'll show everyone my Heroics deck. And I appreciate it. Thank you for the nice words. I really appreciate it. Yeah, Holy Peanut, a single congratulation, not multiple. But I need multiple. I beat 40 bosses. I'm guessing that there is an audience. You guys are watching. So they should congratulate all of us, every single one of us, for this achievement, because I didn't do it by myself. I did it with you guys. And that's how I feel with everything. We did it as a team. So this is the screen. Next screen. Do you see the top, Holy Peanut? It says congratulations, and it has the S. So that's what I wanted to get to. Let's just make it match up is my kind of point with Monty, if we can. You have successfully completed a trial. not a heroics trial, just a trial. Like I went to court, I won, I completed that trial, and I earned the maximum points, which is 355. Normally, yes, I am ranked 1, no problem. I missed a day, so I'm not sure who number 1 is. It's not letting me, or it's not showing. I guess I need to go 1 up higher. I think it's Spider. Spider's probably number 1. But again, I've had, in my however many years of playing, that heroics has existed, maybe 4. Plenty of weeks where, you know, I'm not number 1 because I miss a day or 2. I mean, life happens. Life's important, right? And it matters. There it is. Spider's number 1. So there you have it. Let's see, 632 moves. Yeah, I don't know. And I think Spider had asked, like, how do I maximize my moves? I don't know. I just play. Like, you guys saw me. Like, there isn't much I put into it. I just kind of just play right through. And yeah, Holy Peanut, that's what I just did. Looked at the worldwide. All right. So I promised everyone a look at the heroics deck. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go through every single card. 23, Bene, hey. Every time I see the word hey, I think of like Valley Girl going like, hey. Very cool. How many cards? I'll get to my deck in a second. I see a couple questions. Fashion. How many cards were in my deck to start, and how many did I end up with after the full run? Oh, okay, so it's hard to see up there, but it says 321 is my deck size. Normally I finish with, okay, so if you include the 5 cards that are still in your hand, so you have to add 5 to whatever's deck size shows at the very end. I'll be honest, I did not keep track of it this run, but normally I'll have, like, let's say 60, 65 on a normal run, and I will have sometimes an amazing runs where I have like 85 cards left or some, you know, number like that. And then I have some bad runs where I have like 45, 50 cards. I'll say on average, it's probably like 65 cards left. So let's just say 60 minus 320, that's like what, 200 and say 60, 260 cards I'm using ish, 250 ish. So it's something like that. Like I said, the thing is, you cannot just say, oh, it takes me exactly this, because there's so many variables to it. Depends what cards you're getting, and depends what kind of cards and fusions your opponent's playing. I did not get hit with too many counter strikes this time, which actually helps the trial go a little bit faster. But here are the cards in this deck. So every single final form will be fused. There's nothing here I'm going to have that's not fused. Okay. Basically, you'll see critical strikes, you'll see crushing blows, and you'll see absorb cards, and typically the better ones that I have. And then let's just get past some of this. Literally any and every combo card will and is in this deck. Obviously, as fused, of course, if possible. Fashion, yeah. You sometimes you beat Albert too, yeah. Because and that's the thing. Sometimes you just have that amazing run where you're getting some really good combos back to back to back to back to back, and your opponent's playing like really weak combos, and they're not playing Counter Strike, and they're not playing Protection or Curse. They're just playing like Absorb on you, and you're just like, dude, I'm just wiping through them and not worrying about it. So stuff like that, yeah, you'll have a way better run. Mono, what's the card you have the most amount of puzzles for? I mean, fragments, it is the Barbarian. It is Barbarian. It's still level 4, so, but the thing is, I don't plan on getting a level 5 for quite a while. I think I said sometime next year, and I think I'm sticking to it. I think the only way that I don't is, I just don't think it's possible, but it's when the arena season ends, and if I get those fragments for that twice, like the full max, is it 200 or 250, whatever the fragment is, I have to get it twice in a row to get it to level 5, something like that. It's basically impossible, basically insanely crazy. It's just not going to happen. Okay, so again, some of you are asking about cards and stuff. So okay, You see like one arcade. Like, I obviously bought that pack just so I can get the arcade. Because I just want combo cards. I don't necessarily care to get them all fused, right? I'm just trying to, certain ones, again, like Cartoon, I used in my deck for the longest time. Cursed, I really like. That's a really good one. Like certain ones I have plenty, like Destruction, but I don't really use it. It's too much of like a high attack, low defense. How many skulls am I on for an Onyx? I think I have 400 right now. So after this week, I'll need to wait for the next one after. And usually for those, I will try and open up, or we'll pull it all together. We'll pull all of that together. So I'm just gonna scroll through really fast. If anyone ever wants to, watch the recording of this and slow it down, feel free. If you care to write it, I don't care to write it down. We're gonna be doing this every other week together, but every single combo card that I have will be in there, or is in there. So I'm just getting ready for later, because I'm sure while this is happening, people are farming me right now and destroying me because I just like have this heroics deck, and they're just like, I'm gonna 3-turn Vic. And then they're gonna put posts and they're gonna put it on the Discord and say, Yoke Vic stinks. And I'll say, I showered. I cannot stink. It does not matter. I put on deodorant. I put on cologne. I can never stink. Unless you mean I'm a good stink. I'll take that. I have 2 fused OCC Fire and 1 non-fused. Yes. So the very first Onyx that ever was made came out with the futuristic pack, and it was Fire. I got one there that was unfused. From then, that pack repeated again. I bought packs, so I fused it. And then from then until now, from getting, probably from the heroics, I can't remember, I don't write them down. I probably got 5, and the heroics pool had a lot less Onyxes. I think at first it only had like 10 cards in there, maybe 20. So, and it was a different system than how it is now. I think I got Fire one of the first times there, and then another time. And then I got one maybe early on, or no, like middle of last year, in the middle of COVID. So yeah, a ton of Fire Onyxes. But again, I think purchased wise, it was, through buying packs was twice, if I'm not mistaken. Do I think Cat is a good GCC? Yeah, it makes some good combos. I mean, but this is the key, and I'll continue to stick and say this over and over again. It depends what cards you're gonna combo with it. Look, okay, so let's just look at the non-other. Okay, so with Ash, it makes like Black Cat, right? It's not bad. It's not a bad combo. Let's just see what other. It's a defensive. If you use it with Golem, it's defensive. Let's see what else it combos with. That's kind of like. It's not bad with. I mean, I like this. I'm a huge Thundercat fan, so it's like I call it Lion-O card with energy. Not bad at all. Okay, Demon. There you go. Back to Black Cat. Now this is the thing. It makes Hammerhead with. Hammer is not good overall, but it's fantastic with Cat. So if you want to take that risk and put, Hammer in there, yes, it's now you're making Cat even stronger, right? And defensive with Earth, defensive with Time, with Poison, not bad. Leader, Strength, okay, some good ones. Decent with Dragon. I love Pastry Cat. It's one of my favorite cards and combos. Trying to see what other like silver combos and bronze combos it does well with. And as you can see with some of the event combos, it actually makes really good combos. So the Cat is good with those as well. With Prehistoric, Sabretooth, not bad. Metal, one of my favorite Catron because it's from not Thundercat, sorry. Voltron, love Voltron. I have huge memories with it. Fantastic combo with that. And I like Metal in general. Decent one with Wings. It makes it with Water Serpent. Water Serpent's like one of my favorite cards of like all time. It sucks so bad, makes so few combos, but I like it. Boom, it works well with Cat. So overall, what I'm trying to say is, and with Sword, fantastic, is I'm a fan of Cat. again, it's not, if you want to compare it to other GCCs, it's not going to necessarily be a top tier. Many people will not consider it top tier. For me and how I put my deck together, it's either tier 1 or probably tier 2 or high tier 2. Just as if you want to kind of get in my brain a little bit and figure out what I'm talking about. Mono, didn't see my favorite card. Barbarian. Barbarian's my favorite card. Let's see. Am I planning on opening packs on the confectionery? Yes, I am. And I will make sure to stream it. Okay? We will do that. Anytime I try and open packs, I will try and stream it, unless it's just a really bad week or something and I know I'm not going to do it. And if the pack is not going to last until a stream. But yeah. So, card archive. Just wanted to show you some numbers. I know Joe's bro is not on, but he does the math to this. The cards collected, 792 out of 1369. That's, you know what, let's do some math. Let me pull out my calculator. 792 divided by 1369 times 100. 57.85%. That's how many cards, the percentage of cards I have, of all the cards that are created as of now. Combos, 3408 divided by 5692 times 100. And these numbers went up because of the chosen one pack. It's 59.87%. So still not even 60% of the combos have I learned, right? You do not need every card in this game by any means to be at the very top. Not even close. I think I had less than 50%. I was still up there at one point. So something to keep in mind. It all comes down to making your arena deck as efficient and top-notch as possible. Try and get the 3-turn critical strike, 3-turn crushing blow, or whatever your strategy is, whether protection, curse, whatever the heck it is, and get in there as fast as possible using that combo, and then continue to just high combo attacks and defense, whatever, after to just destroy your opponent. That's what you want to try and do. I remind you of someone in a series I watch. Well, there's a few series that, or some people that I may look like. One, and this is what I've been called by people, not my family, right? One, Jim Caviezel, who was Jesus in Passion of the Christ. Two, Michael something from The Sopranos. One of those guys there. I don't know his name because I didn't really watch the show. Another one, I think someone said Jimmy Neutron, and I laughed. I look like Moist Critical. I have no idea who that is. Joe Bro, thank you for being here. Joe, were you here? I just showed my updated numbers for combos and cards. I'm still under 60% for both, but I don't know if you were here for my my little math on that. Okay, see you later, Joe. Okay, I did say I was going to look at that wiki page, which I'm going to do right now, because it's like I almost 100% remember. To Charlie. Oh, holy peanut. I like that. I don't know why my internet's not opening. What the heck's going on here? Come on. Let's go, guys. Let's go, internet. You're making everybody wait. Okay, here we go. So, let me get to this wiki page. Little Alchemist wiki. I know you guys can't see my screen, I don't think, right now. And that's okay. That's okay. I was almost certain, 100% certain, that it would say something. See, all reserved for Halloween. Let's see. Seasonal pack. So it had human and spirit as an onyx, and I think I missed that one. Yeah, see, it even says on the page like the combo card was All Hallows Eve. Okay. This pack brought about the All Hallows Eve card, previously titled Halloween, which is funny because it's like the reverse. It's the Halloween card, which was previously titled All Hallows Eve. And so the Halloween pack is unlocked for 10 days and yada yada yada. The holiday pack brought about change within the Little Alchemist world. Basically, it was the first, I believe it was the first ever pack. Pay to play gold combo cards. And there it is. So it was the first ever gold combo card that was not part of the initial 10 event ones. The first of this revolutionary new card introduction method. This pack brought about the All Hallows Eve card, previously titled Halloween, which is reversed. This pack also includes spooky themed Final Form cards. The pack re-released in 2015, likely indicating its return as a seasonal pack, which it was. The new release added a few new cards that had been introduced in 2014, which they're referring to Onyx cards, right? Well, that doesn't make sense. No, Onyx cards did not come out 2014. It was re-released in 2015. Huh. Pack released once more in 2016 with the Spirit Onyx. There's the cards in the pack, but interesting. Okay, well, whatever. I looked it up. It is what it is. Yeah, that Spirit OCC, I don't even think I'll ever even have a chance. I don't even think that pack's gonna ever come around again. It was Halloween pack then All Hallows Eve. So then it must have switched. So it went Halloween, All Hallows Eve, and then back to Halloween? Is that kind of what happened? If it is, that's just interesting. For sure it's interesting. I'm going to respond to Monty. I think Monty put a little post, respond to one of my posts or about the pack. May have the most recent re-release may have been at a time not before October, when it had Spirit OCC instead of human OCC. I really can't remember, but either way, I trust what you and the team are doing and support it 100%. There. Okay. There we go. Cool. I like that. All right. John Eric said that the Halloween pack might come back this October, which would be fantastic. I know me personally, since I have the gold combo, I don't really need another one. Like I said, my goal now is to try and get all the different or the GCCs I never got before. I'm not looking to try and collect every card I don't have at all. I'm focused on the gold combos just so I can make the combos. I love coming here and looking at these cards and just going, wow, Abyss Knight. And it kind of says, okay, you used, like Bone. I only bought a couple packs of Bone, or however many it was at the time, maybe even 5 or 6. That was kind of like what the average was at the time to get a GCC. It's about 6. But just so I can get the combos or the recipes, just so I can find out and see this picture, I enjoy that. That's one of my favorite aspects of the game, just to find a cool looking card and, like Underdog, Amazing Dog. It's Underdog. Like I grew up watching that stuff. Like it has a piece, in my memory bank. Kill Bill, Angry Bride, right? I believe that's Kill Bill. I'm pretty sure. Not 100%. But yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, Holy Peanut. I'm excited for. Well, I'll call it LAR, but you know, the remastered version of this, 100%. And it will take a while because they have to make that game from, when I say scratch, more or less, right? How the game is today, they can't even like they can't mess with anything. It's like in a cloud, and they can't access the cloud because Apple's not letting them. You know, they need clearance. Basically, Apple's not giving it to them for whatever reason. So this game is like in outer space. It's in cyberspace, outer space, and hidden behind all kinds of different vaults. It's kind of like Fort Knox. Like no one can really get in. It's like you can play with the outside, you know, plant some trees, but you can't really go inside and do much. So that's kind of like I think what Monumental and Monty, their team is kind of doing. But I think what they're doing is, you know, when they have these meetings, my thought is they're seeing this game. They understand that this game is a certain way. Like, you know, okay, this is what the game is. And the more they interact with us, they see what we like about it, what we don't like about it. LE Scale 2, thank you for following. Really appreciate it. And they take that into these meetings and say, okay, look, everyone, the community is liking this. These are things that they wish that could be worked on. Are these things that we should incorporate into LAR? And they may do that. They may say, you know what, let's use LAR because basically it's going to be this, more or less, it's going to be this game just to be able to be fully controlled by them. So if they want to add packs and cards, which I don't think they can do to this game, I'm not 100%, don't quote me, but they can't do it here, that they would do it for LAR, right? And if they do it for LAR, then they're gonna, I think they'll use that as an experiment, meaning they'll try some new things, not crazy things. I don't know if they'll go and start adding new fusions and those things, but I think they'll have full control. They'll understand how to work the system behind, you know, behind what we see, right? We see the front page, we see this page, we see the event page, they see the numbers and all the information that goes into it. They'll have control, they'll see how that works. And then when they start working on Little Alchemist 2, that's when they're gonna be they're gonna know the game front and back, they're gonna know what works or what doesn't work, and they will be able to make a brand new game and probably not even use any of these cards. Again, they might, and that would be cool somewhat, but then they can make it so much more. They can make maybe not even call it Little Alchemist 2. They might even call it whatever, Little Monumental, or whatever it is, and it'll be like the same game, different you know, and different names, but it'll be like similar things. So I think that's the route we'll go to. And at the end of the day, when that Little Alchemist 2 is created in, let's say, maybe, I don't know, 2-3 years, maybe 4, that's the game that will be, I think, the main game that will last, like for Little Alchemist. Whereas Little Alchemist Remastered, I think, yes, it will still be there, but it won't necessarily grow. Meaning, again, if there's going to be new content, I would imagine they would focus it on number 2, but it doesn't mean that Little Alchemist Remastered just goes away. Yeah. Fred55, yeah, I'm not in LA2 at all because I don't work for Monumental. These are all my own thoughts, just how I think like a little bit of a business person in the back, but I also think like logically, like as a fan, what I'm hoping for, what I want, and we'll see what happens with it. Yeah, Holy Peanut, I don't think it'll be out for a while either. It might be a few years, yeah. I would not be surprised. I would not be surprised if it takes some time. Little Monuments, Joe Bro. I like it. Like, I mean, whatever they want to call it. Massive Alchemist. My God. Oh, guys. Yeah, fashion, just like you said, the current game with rotating events and premium packs you could play for game. And the funny thing is, that's what this game was up until the very end when Chinzilla's team had no one work on the game. The game still ran minus the premium packs. But they had like one person working on it for, let's say, the year before that they completely stopped, and would still rotate the packs. Maybe it was one or two people, whatever. It was a very small amount of people who would work on it, and when they did work on it, it wasn't full time, from my understanding. It was just like here and there they would just check up on it, and then they somehow set it up that the game survived, like it somehow ran itself in a very weird way for like years until Monument bought it. It's just crazy to think like that there was a game that could last like that without, without like complete corruption happening in the game, meaning, everyone's like hacks into the game, and everyone, like, I think our community just stayed together and was like, we're gonna play and have fun and do it the right way, which is following the rules, and just like, and it was a grind. But a lot of people, yes, along the way said, well, if the game's not being supported, there's no new content, I'd rather put my time into something else. Yeah, I mean, Holy Peanut, yeah, of course I remember Potatoes, of course. Potatoes still comes up every now and then. Potatoes had a different, he wasn't a flat out, from what I understand, a flat hacker, like straight A through Z hack. His was a different system where it's like he used like two different, I don't know how to describe it, but it was like he had an account but had like another one, somehow they merged. I don't even know how it worked, whatever it was. But that was Potatoes. Now if you're talking about like potato, like from the grocery store, I mean, I haven't had that in a while, so I don't remember those potatoes. I'm just saying. Joe's wrote, yeah, you think LAR is already sustainable with quality of life updates? Yep. Adjusting, yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And the thing is, it's going to be an evolving process. I think they will have it locked down. Like I said, the game will be in their complete control. They don't have that right now. So that's why we can't, if we say something or we ask for something, Monty may be like, I want to give it to you today. I want to give it to you tomorrow. I just can't do it. It's not possible because Apple doesn't give them the access to the cloud thing where the game is located. So they're kind of like in a very weird spot. Hence, they have to make LAR, or they don't have to do it, but they are working on it. And I believe he said we'll be able to move our data from this to there. I hope that goes smooth because, I can only imagine if people start, you move over and cards are missing, ranks are all messed up. Like if that stuff happens, I don't know. I mean, that will make it very difficult for me personally to continue the game if like I show up and like half of the cards I have are gone or something crazy like that. Like it would just be so difficult because I don't remember all these cards. I have way too many. There's way too many. But anyways, I think, like I said, LAR, hopefully, I hope by next year it will be out. That's my hope. And that we'll be able to all continue, move our information over and continue. And then for Little Alchemist 2, again, I think personally it'll take another year or two after LAR is complete, which that's why I thought that game specifically will take 1 to 2 years to make. And then another 1 to 2 years after that for LA2. And that's where I'm just waiting to see how that turns out because I want to know if it's like a brand new game, if it's going to be like LAR, and then that's where they're going to start really adding in the content, like a third map or fourth map or fifth map, or if and new packs. I don't know, and I kind of don't want to know. Like I don't want to know now. I think I want to, if Monty is going to release some of that information personally, I kind of want to know like right before, kind of like as a surprise. Like I don't want to get my hopes up way too early, and then like let's just say a snag happens along the way and something changes. Like I kind of don't want to know, but like at the same time I do want to know, right? It's just like that spoiler. Like you're waiting for that season finale of Lost or whatever, and you really want to know what it is, but at the same time you really don't because you want to watch and be surprised on how it turns out. So I'm always in that weird spot, of wanting to know, but then thinking, do I really want to know? It's like a little juggling thing. So anyways, all right guys, we've been on quite a bit. We had a good heroics run. I'm going to try and do this again tomorrow so we can try and get some a different audience as well, because I know there's many people who live in different parts of the world who are it's different times of day, whether it's morning, afternoon, evening. I really appreciate you guys joining in, taking some time to just chat, to watch a heroic stream. Again, we're going to try and do this twice a week. Hopefully we'll pick 2 different days. I will not do it on days that Tap is going to stream, so I'll need to, I think he does Tuesdays and Thursdays, or Tuesdays and Wednesdays. I think Tuesdays, Thursdays. I'm gonna just, I don't want to do it when someone else is doing it, and because everyone has their own time, and I'm not gonna step on their toes. So we'll hopefully pick 2 different days that's gonna work for all of us, and we'll go from there. But until next time, I hope you guys have there's Tuesday, Thursday, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, so CST. So wherever you are in the world, if you just search Central Standard Time, that's where I'm at. That's where Joe's at. Joe's bro is at, and you can see accordingly what 9 p.m. our time is to you guys. But wherever you are, hope you guys are having a fantastic weekend. Be nice to somebody. It will come around to you. Karma's always going to treat us good, right? And until next time, the yoke has spoke. You guys have a great day. We'll chat later. Have a good one.